Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Eric. So in today's video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a PPF install on the full fender of this 2021 Ford F-150. I'm going to take you guys through the steps of how I prep a panel for a PPF installation, as well as all the things that you need to know on a panel like this. So we do have this valley over here. We are going to be wrapping the film in over here underneath this edge. We do have this area over here where there's a lot of dirt and debris that can get trapped in, even if the vehicle is brand new, which this one is. So I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna spray the whole fender down right now, just my slip solution. I'm gonna grab my clay bar. So I got my clay bar over here. The whole panel is sprayed down with slip solution. So I'm just gonna start over here, just going back and forth. Just feeling for any kind of contamination that may be on the fender. There we go. Now we'll come down over here into this valley. Things away, and then just clay bar this valley real quick, get that over and done with. There we go. Don't feel like I've picked up anything yet. Everything feels pretty smooth on this panel, but once I'm done, I'll flip the clay bar over and we'll have a look. So I don't know, there's a little bit of stuff on there. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take my Obsessed air dryer over here. It's got 2 motors on it. I'm only gonna use one of them. It's got 4 horsepower per motor. So I'm just gonna flip this on. It's gonna get really, really loud. So now that we have this F-150 badge blown out from behind there, I'm just going to take this wet microfiber towel, and I'm just going to take and dry the whole panel off. Okay, right now I have my isopropyl alcohol. This is 99%. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spray a good amount onto the microfiber, and then I'm going to spray some onto the panel. Just going to wipe that down. This is going to remove any wax or grease or any kind of oils that are on the paint. So one thing you want to do when you got sharp valleys like that, you really want to scrub inside there, because that will be an area where it's pretty tough to get the film to lay down. So what I'm going to do, I just got a bunch more isopropyl alcohol on my on the rag. Just going to take my finger and back and forth. I'm just going to scrub. You can hear that squeaking sound. That's when you know you got perfectly clean paint. And that's exactly what you want. There we go. Now the last thing I'm going to do is just take some more isopropyl alcohol, and I'm going to take and clean this edge inside inside the engine bay. And then I'm gonna do right over here. And I got this valley over here. Good and clean. So now that I got everything done, the panel is prepped and just about ready to be installed. Last thing I'm gonna do before I put any film on is I'm just gonna take my slip solution, spray it down one more time. And I'm gonna take my squeegee. I'm just gonna squeegee all of the solution off. What this is going to do is it's just going to help remove any airborne contamination that may have landed on the paint since I did my prep. You don't have to be super thorough with this. I mean, you still want to do a good job, but you don't have to get everything off. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm gonna turn around. I got my fender over here. It's rolled onto the weeding glass. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take the backing paper, spray that down a bit. I'm gonna slowly peel that back. A little bit more. There we go. Okay, so now I'm spraying the back of the adhesive down. I want to get a lot of slip solution on there. Now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to spray the panel down as well too. There we go. Now, I'm just going to take the film, peel it back carefully, and I'm just going to walk it over to the truck. There we go. Only to realize we forgot to weed this F-150 badge out. Just like that. There we go. Okay, so now that I got the film on the vehicle, the question I sometimes see in the comment section is, where do I start? So what I'm going to do is that's my slip solution, I need my tack solution now. I'm just going to take my tack solution and you get everything kind of lined up where it needs to be. I mean, you could start wherever you want on this. What I like to do is start in that back corner. So I got my tack solution. Just gonna spray some right over there. Make sure that that's lined up nicely. And it is. Hit that with the squeegee, get that down. Now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to get this corner down and this corner down. So, got that lined up. Okay, so I got those areas down, those reference points down. squeegee a little bit lower. And then what I'm going to do is take my slip solution, come in underneath here. I'm going to give it a little bit more slip. Spray the top for filling down as well too. The next thing you want to do is you want to get this entire F-150 badge down. So because I tacked along here first, this lines up perfect. Like I really don't have to do much of anything. So I'm just going to pull it back, get a bit of tack solution in there. Should pull the film back a little bit more. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to come along down over here, pull this back, get a little bit of tack solution right there. There we go. Some tack solution behind there. I'm going to come right along this edge, and I'm just going to work this all into place. There we go. See, this is popping up right over here. That's just going to need to dry out a little bit. Now I'm going to take, squeegee that out over there. Take and get everything else down over here. Move my way around this badge. Now that the bottom is down, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come along like this, and then I can take my tack solution, get a good amount of tack in there, and I'm going to come up along the bottom like this. Squeegee at an angle. There we go. That's down. Now I'm going to work down over here. Just get some more slip solution. Keep that good and soapy. Okay, so we have a bit of a relief cut right over here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take my tack solution. Just like so. And I'm just going to stretch this into place and line it up on the bottom, right where it needs to go. Just like that. Okay, that's good. Now I want to get this valley down. So I'm just going to hit our tack solution, hold one end down with my finger, and I'm just going to push the solution out on the other side, just like that. That wants to pop open. Should probably hit it with a bit more tack, just like so. Hold that there. That's down. Good. Now I'm going to come along from the top here and get that all down, and then get some tack solution right there. Okay, that's good. Now we'll start over here. I'm going to pull the film back. I'm going to soak the adhesive down with my soap solution. Also spray the panel down as well. There we go. That's good. Now, I want to take and get this corner lined up over here first. So I got my tack solution behind there. I'm just going to line this up. Just like so. Get that tacked down nicely. Get the tack solution right there. Get some on the back of the adhesive side of the film. Now I'm going to line this corner up. Try and get that in there nice and tight. There we go. It's good. Now I'm going to come back over here. Now that I got this corner down, that corner down, because this is soapy behind the film here, I can just push it up and I can line up right there on the headlamp. So I'm just going to take my thumb first, just to get the film temporarily down. Just like that. There we go. Okay, that's good. Now what I'm going to do one more time, just going to get some more soap solution underneath the film. There we go. So now I got all this air built up over here. I'm going to start to work this out. There we go. Now, I got my tack solution right over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lock down this top edge. Just like so. And I'm going to come right along this body line. Squeegee. That's down. Good. Now, one of the last things I'm going to do, that's my tack solution, making sure I'm not getting them mixed up. So I'm going to get this corner pulled into place. I'm just going to hold up my finger first. There we go. Just like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come from over here, because this is still soapy in this valley, and I'm just going to take and run my finger right along and push that all out. And that lays down perfectly. I'm going to come along from here, this body line down. I'm just going to push everything into that valley. Just like so. Now, do the same thing. Just going to run all that down. And just going to use my thumb on the squeegee, and I'm kind of going to go right along that body line to make sure that nothing is going to get in the way. There we go, just working that down. Lots of back and forth on these fenders. There may be different methods to doing this, This is just the method I've found that works best for me. There we go. Okay, that does it. Now, last thing I'm gonna do, take my tack solution. I'm just gonna flush this edge out with tack. I'm not gonna wrap these right away. I'm gonna come back in a couple hours and wrap them and just let them dry out naturally. What the tack solution is gonna do is it's gonna help dry out whatever slip solution is left underneath the film. And it's gonna make wrapping a breeze. There we go, that's good. Okay, that's good. Now the very last thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take a rag. Okay, so I got the whole fender installed. The only thing I haven't done yet is wrap this edge and post heat everything yet. So right now I'm just gonna take my rag, I'm gonna go around, just dry it off. And I'm looking for any kind of contamination. There's a couple stone chips right over here. Even though the truck is brand new, it did pick up a couple chips on the way from the dealership to here. So we touched those up. But everything good and dry. I'm not seeing any contamination. It's looking good. Okay, there doesn't seem to be any contamination anywhere. So that's exactly what we want. Now, I'm just gonna get my tack solution over here. And I'm just gonna get that wrapped around a little bit more, just like so. Take our rag. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's the end of this video. Hopefully you guys found some pointers or some information that you found helpful in this video. That's how I go about prepping a panel for PPF install. Everything from the clay bar process to how I use the air gun to blow out around this crack, just to make sure that there's no debris or contamination that gets in behind the film, to how I prep my edges, to how I let my edges dry out, how I wrap the film, everything. So one thing I do want to point out is, I don't know if Tony, you can see this, but we do have a dust nib in the paint right over here. So I should point that out.
We're picking it up.
You're picking that up?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's in the paint. I'm not about to go and wet sand it out. Customer didn't want that, so yeah. So hopefully you guys found some value in this video. If you did, make sure you like it, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more. We got some really big, exciting news coming, so take care.